G'day everyone. Today we're going to have a bit of a relaxed episode. It won't be a trip report or a model railway exhibition, and the chances are this probably won't have come out on a Saturday. One of those bonus episodes that I talked about 6 months ago when I made the what we're going to do with 2022 video. Anyway, the question I get asked the most about is my model railway, be it at exhibitions or on social media or on the YouTube comments. Where is it? What's happening? And I guess most of you have realised if you watch the Australian Model Railway news videos that come out monthly, that the background on those videos for quite some time has just been books. And that's because I got rid of that module that I was kind of building. A couple of reasons. First reason, I was trying to do too much. It was overbearing. I had all these ideas about all these things that I wanted and to do, and putting katina in all these spur lines and all these things. What am I thinking? This is a spare bedroom. It's not that much room in here. And I didn't really like the silo module that I built on this side of the room. It just wasn't very functional and I kind of just rushed it. So for the last few months, I've just had a piece of MDF sitting here, not doing anything because I've been busy between shooting videos and editing them and going to work and all that kind of fun stuff. Anyway, at the moment, I've got a bit of downtime and I said to myself, once I've got all those videos out of the way that I had to edit, I'll make a start on this, and hopefully in this video, I will at least have trains running on this piece of board by the end of it. Now, what I've decided to go with, well actually, rather what's going to happen with this board will end up where the books are, and it will end up being the background for the videos. But until it's finished, it's going to stay as books for the background, and I'm going to switch it around and we'll do something else down the track. So that's where it's going to end up, because it's just it's a piece of MDF, it's movable. And it's still sitting on those IKEA shelves, and that's the base board. Nothing too flash. Now, in terms of what I'm going to put on it, over the last little while, I've just been nutting out bits and pieces. Initially, I spoke to a few people and I was going to do like a little industrial siding and have this building there and switching. Got too much. I was just trying to do too much in a space that it won't fit in. I've ended up just landing on something really, really simple. So what I'm going to go with is like a quintessential Victorian regional branch line station. Be a single station, single platform station with 3 roads, I guess. So passenger in the platform, I guess a loop track and a goods shed line with a little spur for a sale yard kind of livestock area. So that'll be it. Really, really simple. Just simple. And then I'll probably put something on either end as like scenic breaks. So I'll build up some landform, put some trees there. Something. If you ever seen like pictures of like Tacoma or places like that, they're really bushy and it exists. So I'll go with that. I've already got a station building. I believe it was a Models and More kit I built years ago. Needs a little bit of work, but nothing too stressing. I've got the platform kind of already worked out. It's just a piece of pine. It's like 19 mil high, however long, seems to fit a couple of e-cars behind it. So that'll be sweet. Got a signal box, needs a little bit of work. Same thing, I think it was a Models and More kit. And I'm waiting on a goods shed. Once we've got those things, everything else will come along naturally, I suppose. So I guess the aim of this video will be to get the baseboard down, glued down, tracked down, and wired, and so I can run a train in and out, just to get me started. Just so I've got something that I can do in my downtime. So I guess that's where I'm at. I guess that answers hopefully a lot of questions that I've been getting lately. Where's my model railway? What's happening? And what's happening next? So even though this railway is just going to be flat, because I can't really put in like a grade or anything like that, I do want the track to be slightly raised. So I'm going to put in a piece of 6mm MDF on top of this 9mm MDF, which will be cut and shaped. And then I'll have the track bed under it, which will just be that foam because I've got heaps of it left over from the first little module I built. And yeah, I guess we'll go from there. I've still got a heap of foam left, so I'll be able to build up some landform, contour it in. And yeah, I guess we'll see where we get to by this video. But like I said, hopefully by the end of it, I've got the next few days off. I can get the track down, wired in. And yeah, let's do that. I guess it'll be a bit of a montage for a minute. All right, we're back, and it's been a couple of days, or well, nearly a week. Now, what's happened? So, the track is in, it's glued down, everything like that. So, I'm going to answer some questions I assume I'm going to get in the comments. I'll just go from back to front. The station is not final. I may change the station building and the signal box. However, the platform is 19mm high pine, which is glued onto the MDF. I will get, it's like a textured paint to put on the top to simulate asphalt, but I just don't have any at the moment. On the front of that, I've got Pico concrete edging, platform edging, which I got from my friends at Train World in Brighton. If you're after anything, always give them a call, because it wasn't on their website, but they had it in store, so it always pays to call. Anyway, moving on to the track. The track is Code 83 Pico rail. It's pretty well straight out of the box, except that I weathered and painted it. Now, to paint and weather it, I used an airbrush. I use a neat and handy airbrush. I think I've mentioned it in another video. It's fine, it's pretty straightforward. I painted the sleepers first. I used a grey primer from all the paints, SMS paints. Painted that first, just a light spray just to take that factory brown off and give it that kind of sun-bleached look. Then I masked it up and painted the rails with a base coat of hull red and then a couple of light passes of different coloured rust kind of looks. Then once that was all done, I ran some weathering pigment over it. So that gave it that weathered look. I don't know if I've done that too early, because I'm not sure once I put the ballast down and all the glues if it'll come off. Hopefully it doesn't. So yeah, I think the track looks pretty good. It definitely looks better than it did last time. It's not as uniform, it's a bit more sporadic. It looks like rail. So I think spending that extra bit of time on weathering the rail has really, well, hopefully pays off. Now, before I glued it all down, it was all test fitted, it was all test everything just to make sure there was electrical connection between everything, which there is. Now, in terms of the power for this, it is a Digitrax, or it's powered by a Digitrax system, and I use the Wi-Fi throttle on my phone to control it all. I do still have a traditional controller. Sometimes it's just easier, sometimes it's just harder, but I've still got that because I use it at the club. But when I'm at home, I use my phone or a tablet. Apart from that, the points are also Pico Code 83. They are all wired in. I don't have, the frogs are unpowered, I guess. They are just isolated, and yeah, all the track is wired, well, connected. On that, I used these little tabs, I guess. I don't know what to call them, but I got them off eBay. You can get them from Jcar. Basically, it was a lot neater than using the suitcase clamps, which I used on the last module, which I got absolutely roasted about using. So I've used these, and the wiring is a lot neater. And if I need to change anything, it's pretty easy to access. Don't have to recut wires, things like that. Where the books are and where the background is for the model railway news and things like that, there are two tracks that feed into an Insull Frog point. The reason is they are just setup tracks, so I can run a train from there, which runs around the side of the room using Kato Unitrack. It's a 22.5-inch radius curve. They're not permanent, which is why I'm using them. It just means I can run trains. Really, really easy stuff. So I can load them there, run them in, switch them out, run them back, send myself trains back and forth. Easy. Now I've got something that works, which is excellent. So I guess what's next? So I know I said that I want to do these videos monthly, and it's taken 6 months, I think, to actually make this one. So hopefully it's monthly, but you know, it is what it is, and we'll see when it comes out. So next step will be basic scenery. So I need a good shed. I've got something coming, so stay tuned for that. I will sculpt it, mold the scenery here. So I'll have nice smooth land, I guess. And then it'll get a layer of grout and dirt and and static grass and ballast and all that kind of thing. So that'll be in a whole nother video, hopefully the next one. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. Everything works. And that's, I guess, the important thing. Apart from that, I don't really have anything else to say. So yeah, that's where I'm up to, where the layout's at. and everything like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching if you've got to this point. If you have any questions or any feedback, of course, leave it in the comments section below. And of course, don't forget to be subscribed so you can keep up to date with this and every other video that I make. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all really, really soon. Hooroo.